Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Dandadan episode number 9 reaction. So the previous episode, after the battle, not the battle but the whole situation with acrobatic Silky, yeah, we have Ira joining our group, and she has this whole misunderstanding, delusion, whatever you call it, in her head. And she's thinking like, even though um, Okarun is a demon or whatever, he has the heart of like an angel or something, and she wants to save him, and all these delusions she's like just swimming inside of her head, and stuff like that. Either way, that kind of led to a misunderstanding with Momo, in a very misplaced like type of situation. Like Momo saw Okarun like almost trip and fall on top of Ida, and she ended up misunderstanding the situation. And Okarun didn't want to tell her that he's like doing physical exercise, doing workout, so he kept it a secret, and it became a little bit convoluted, the whole situation. And that whole thing also gets interrupted when they get transported to a different type of dimension, like, yeah. And those aliens are again ready to cut off Okarun's banana. While Momo is being attacked by Nessie. So like total chaos, but in the end, we get to see Ida, like her power with of acrobatic Silky, because now that they shared aura, that has come out now, and now she has a new type of a form. So let's see what happens today. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Think it whichever is the preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, here we go. Oh, because his dress. Yeah. Yup. All right. Yo, her hair is just. He's rapping. Yeah, you're freestyling now. Damn. Yo, the camera. Oh. Okay. Cheap hire. That is crazy. Hmm. Whoa. What's Okarun? Oh, he's trying to find a dress. I'm like, what is he trying to find? Oh no. Oh, okay. Thank you, this. Oh god, that. Oh damn. No one bit. God damn. Oh, he blocked it. Oh, never mind. Right. Okay. Yeah, he's using psychokinesis. Ah. Yeah. Over there, Momo's also there. True. That makes sense. God damn. Oh. Yeah. Good lord. Oh, Karan, has he finally found his dress? Oh, never mind. Just take one of the curtains and I don't know, like, just. What the hell was that? Oh, okay. He looks so. Goddamn. Oh no, his power. Yep. Awesome Zone? You didn't find any better name? Oh, what is it? We cannot enter it either. Oh, that's why he brought. Oh my god. Oh, damn, he without trans. Oh no, he is transforming. Oh, damn. Okay, he's out of the awesome zone. Oh, is that Momo? Yeah. So did she defeat the Nissy? Whoa! Great, fantastic. That's his name. That's what gig worker. Yeah, what is happening? Yeah, okay, that looks so wrong. He gave him an upgrade. Wait, it's okay. This is some kind of reference to which I'm not getting. Oh God. Damn. Yeah. Okay, you guys are again going to. Oh no. Okay, no. Okay, okay. Salary uppercut? Oh, damn. Yeah, he's fast. Oh, damn. Okay. What the hell is this? Nice, right. I'm an awkward. That's why when she. Oh no, this is that thing. Oh, what the hell? What is going on here? That's new. Oh my god. Oh, whoa, what the? Um, was this? Oh, like, is that Nessie thing? Yeah. Was this part of the aliens' plan? Oh. Yeah, you're the leader. There you go. It's a Nessie. Kamishi. Wait. Wow. Oh, you're you're completely cut. Not 60%. Oh no. What the hell? Oh, she got uppercutted again. Yep. I guess he looks like a crab. Or shrimp, whatever he looks like, I don't know. Oh, that's why. Yep. Momo remembers. What the? Wait. He cannot breathe underwater? What? Oh. Yeah. Oh, but it's still so slow. Yeah. Oh no. Wait. Okay, that's not good. Uh, he has to come out to take air in though. Yeah. If you can write below. Guys, not the time. Okay. Oh no. What? Yeah, you know what? That's a good advice. He's not attacking. That's nice of him to not attack now. Oh, he was charging up. Okay, never mind. Um, what the? Right. What touch you American? What? Ah, but she can use her. She can pick him up and maybe I don't know. Or that, I guess. Okay. What? Yeah. She's riding him like a surfboard. Oh no. I know. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we're in the middle of it. Alright. Good lord. Well, no, your salary is going down. Oh, never mind. There's no salary anymore. Your boss is dead. That is that Nessie's beam merged together. I did not. What? Oh my god. Ah, right, here we go. Oh yeah, they fuse together. Yo, this is such a ran out of water. Well, yeah, right. But we'll have to take the correct timing when he's taking in water. Okay, nice. Um. Oh no. Oh no. There. Yeah. That's true. They're fused, so he can fight as well, like the other one. Oh god. Oh no. Okay. Then you're okay. Yeah. Hmm. No, on land. Oh, wait. Oh no. Okay. Oh God. What? Oh, the wait. Wait, what? Wait, what did she do? Yeah. That's why she put the water down so that he's above water while punching. Oh, she's using her barrier. Oh, knife. Okay. And she made the telekinetic barrier so that he can run inside of it. Doesn't have to swim. Damn. All right. And we are out of the illusion, whatever thing that was. Yep. Oh my god. Oh boy. Wait, weren't they inside the school? Like, where are the students? If someone comes here, that'll be so awkward. I thought they were going to pop out in the classroom, but I guess they were in the hallway. Oh no, there's people. Oh my god! Okay, there's too many of them. Oh, oh no. Oh my god. Yo. Yeah, okay. I was thinking they're going to come out in the middle of classroom. Like how weird that would be. Like, and there you go. Because they got transported when they were in the middle of like classes and everything. Obviously, the battle was happening in the hallway, so they came out in the hallway. But it was still school time. There were students. Oh no. Yo, the that I don't know. I think the school staff member will have a whole, like a lot of things to say about this. They'll probably call their parents and everything and be like, "What the hell were your children doing in the middle of the hallway?" Yo. Now that I think about it, wait a minute. Okarun, have we got introduced to Okarun's pair? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, I'm trying to think if he has some. Like, for example, I remember Ayase, her mother and father. I don't think. Yeah, I think like she said they. both passed away or something. I don't remember properly, but okay, that's it. But I'm trying to think. Like, did they mention anything about Okarun? Okarun's parents? I cannot remember. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, I just went on a tangent. Either way, yeah. So that was today's episode. Yeah. As expected of a Dandadan episode, it was as crazy as you know as it is. And so a few things happened today. First and foremost, we got to see acrobatic Silky in action. Like Ira in acrobatic Silky's form. The battle, at first she was very much, like she was doing very well. But then the Serpoian, I think that's what they are called, they used their psychokinesis to stop her and take out her abilities, just like they did for Okarun. And that is why acrobatic Silky's power didn't really work by the end of it. But when Momo came in and Momo was able to suppress them, they can then use their powers momentarily. Then again, whenever Momo was getting a little bit distracted or whatever, and and the way she was suppressing the Serpoian's power, when that like went out, immediately they got again captured by their what was it called, their absolute barrier or something, whatever that was called, that barrier thing. But by the end of it, they thought of a plan and they were able to get out of this situation. So in the end, their plan was very interesting because Momo, when I guess she got that from the biology lesson that they were having, where they explained they went underwater. We saw that in the previous episode. I think they kind of mentioned when underwater, these things, what were they called? These mantis shrimp things. I don't know whatever they're called. They punch very hard, as you can see in the demonstration we saw in the previous episode. Like, it was like very hard punching and clanking into like the thing. But when they're outside water, they cannot do that. That is why, like, Momo's plan was to make her fall into a vulnerable situation like that, so that also his laser thing that he was doing, the high pressure laser thing that he was doing, that needs to run out. So when that will run out, he will resort to like punching her and like short range attack. That is when he's going to swing both his claws to attack Momo. He had to bring him to that type of a situation. So that is why when it was ready to attack Momo close range, Momo at that time lowered the water, as we saw. She used her psychokinesis to lower the water in such a way that momentarily the mantis is outside the water. As soon as that happens, that momentary amount of time is all that she needed, because as soon as he's outside water, his power will decrease immensely. So, but when he was using the force that he was using was the force that he uses when he's inside water. But now that he's outside water, his body cannot hold on to that amount of force, and he'll self-destruct basically he used to make it easy to understand, how they say our muscles have like a limitation, like a 20% limitation or something, how it cannot use more than 20% of its true power, if we do it, our muscles will tear and get destroyed and will self-destruct. I don't know how much that is true, but in animes you've heard this being said multiple times. And in certain animes, certain characters can tap into that and use like 100% of it. For example, Rock Lee from Naruto. That thing, this whole limitation thing, if you think about it like that, it'll be easier to understand. Basically, outside water, just like like maybe he can use like 10% of his power, and it's like a that kind of a thing. But inside water, that increases to like a 50% or something. So while he's inside like the water, he uses 50% of the force. But as soon as he's outside water, it lowers down to 10%. But he's already swinging his claws. The force is already in motion. He's already used that much amount of power. Now that he's outside, as the threshold goes low, his body cannot take it and it gets destroyed. I think that's what happened. Correct me if I'm wrong. And that's why he self-destructed at that moment, because like his body couldn't handle that amount of force that he used, since he was outside water momentarily. And not only that, that's not where it ended. After that, you know you can see that he like takes like a very like a drastic measure at that point. When he realizes that he cannot use his his claws, he grabs Momo by his mouth and tries to rush away. And you can see Momo was using like a telekinetic barrier or a psychokinetic barrier to protect her. And then what acrobatic Silky did is used her hair to connect to Momo, make a path, like a straight path. And since Okarun cannot run inside water, Momo made sure to make another telekinetic, psychokinetic barrier that connects to the outside. So now Okarun could run through the hair, on top of the hair, inside the psychokinetic barrier, so that the water doesn't, I guess you could say, so that the water doesn't, is not in the way. The psychokinetic barrier made by Momo is keeping the water away, and the acrobatic Silky's hair is making a pathway for him, so that now he can run inside of it. And then obviously, as soon as he reaches Momo, he grabs Momo and just blasts through the alien and destroys him completely. That's how he's able to win the battle. That's as far as I can understand, that's what happened. You know. Right. Anyways, and there you go. That's how we were able to get out of that messy situation. But now the whole school is in a state of shock because because of what happened here. Good lord, that is crazy. Um, I was thinking, I was like, at first I thought they were going to pop outside, inside of the classroom, but then I was like, oh, they're in the hallway, which makes sense because they were fighting in the hallway. And I'm like, okay, like, where are the students? Like, weren't they having a class? They weren't in the middle of a class. So I guess for the students, I'm assuming no time passed, or very minuscule amount of time passed. While they were inside that strange dimension. So for the students, basically what happened was probably like Okarun was there, and he just suddenly disappeared and appeared outside in the hallway with Momo on top of each other, without any clothes. Same with Ida as well. And everyone was like, what the hell, man? What's going on? Oh god. Yeah. Either way, right. And there you go. That was that. Now another thing happened in today's episode, which is Okarun and Momo. I guess they talk to each other, and they resolved the situation, the misunderstanding that they had. Um, while they were talking, I'm like, okay, like, what's happening? Why isn't the enemy attacking them? I guess the enemy was charging up. As we saw, he was charging. He was like underneath them, charging up, ready to attack. While he was doing that, Momo and Okarun were like speaking to each other. Right. But anyways, that conversation was interesting because you can see that Okarun said that, like when Momo's like, oh no, like this, what were you doing? You're just like flirting with her, making out with her and everything. And Okarun's like, oh no, like that wasn't the case. And then when Momo was like, just saying all of these things, Okarun stops Momo and tells her that, like, yeah, if you actually care, then tell me honestly that you do. If there's something that's bothering you, tell me. Otherwise, I wouldn't understand. If it's weighing on your mind, please let me explain myself. I don't care how much other people will take things the wrong way, but I don't want you to have the wrong idea, Miss Ayase. I want you to have a proper understanding of everything. Yeah. Um. Yeah, and there you go. That is all that was needed. Basically to tell her that if you think of something, tell me if something is bothering you and all that. Uh. Yeah, and just let me explain. Let me talk to you. So something like that. And yeah, that is what that's the most easiest and the most not easiest, I would say, but it's the most simple. It's the most simple but effective solution to, I guess, any kind of problem, any type of misunderstanding. This is the most simple and the most effective solution. Be it any type of misunderstanding. This one thing, like just ask the other person, and let them explain, and then decide, basically something like that. And obviously, like um like two people to be friends or whatever, you need to have a certain amount of trust or friendship between them. Trust needs to be there. So if you see something uncharacteristic of someone that you trust, and you'd be like, that's weird, this person wouldn't do that, instead of just keeping that to yourself, and just like just suffering and thinking of different things and thinking stuff like, oh, why is this happening, why did he do this, why did this, just ask him. Because like I said, there needs to be a certain amount of trust for the friendship to work in the first place. So if you trust that person that much, that would mean you would trust him enough to realize that something weird is going on over there. Let me just ask him directly. And if you have that amount of trust, you just go and ask him and tell him to explain. That's all. That is all that is needed. If you have that much of trust on that person in the first place, you should also instead of just moping around and thinking like, oh no, this is happening, what is going on, this and that, just go and ask him, because you have that trust. You know that this person will not be doing something like this without any valid explanation. There must be something going on, some kind of misunderstanding, something that I'm not seeing, that is happening, that I'm not seeing, and that's why it looks weird. Something out of context maybe is going on. So like, I just trust this person. So I know this person is not going to do something, so there must be something weird going on. Let me just ask him. Simple as that. Obviously, in heightened emotional situation, it's difficult to do that. It's difficult to keep a calm mind and take rational actions or take rational decisions. It's difficult, obviously. So it makes sense why people sometimes just keeps the things to themselves and fret about it, think about it too much, while all that they needed to do was just go and ask the other person. But it happens. Like this. Emotions, basically. Yeah. Either way, right, and there you go. Okarun explained that, and Okarun still didn't really explain it, like what exactly happened. I'm sure he'll do that later. Because he just said that, oh, if you are something's, if you feel something's wrong, ask me. He just said that. He didn't tell her that, oh, like that was a misunderstanding. He did tell her that it was a misunderstanding, but he didn't tell her like the details, like, oh, I was working out, and like, and Ida came in, and then like this was going on, and we fell down, and this happened. He still didn't tell her that. I'm sure he'll do that later. I'm guessing Momo will probably ask him later on, or he himself will tell her that, oh, actually this happened. So all well and good now. Yeah. Right. um and you can see that is the reason why, you know certain times you can see where Okarun and like Aya were working together, and they were ready to fight the Serpoians. I think that's what they're called. um Momo was like suppressing their power, but in certain situations you can see they were doing like a close up of Mumu's face, and immediately the next scene you can see all three of them are like fallen on the ground, and the aliens are using their psychokinesis to suppress their power. That's why her emotions were all over the place. So certain situations she was getting too much rattled to properly concentrate on suppressing the aliens power, and that is why they were taking advantage of that to attack at the appropriate moment and suppress Okarun and Silky's power. That's why, you know that's what's going on. Right. What's interesting? I just realized something about the names is that the Japanese versions of the names are way more fun. I think because acrobatic Silky is acrobatic Sarasara. I think, yeah, Silky. The translation of Silky in Japanese is Sarasara, I think. While we have Okarun's Turbo Granny's translation is Turbo Baba. Baba is granny or grandmother. In a more rough way. You like in a better way, like in a good way. Grandmother is Basan or Obasan or Obachan, while Baba is like you old hag or you old, that kind of thing. It's a more rough way of calling an old woman. That is Baba. So like uh, Turbo Baba and acrobatic Sarasara. I think that was acrobatic Sarasara. Yeah. So the names are way more fun, while in the translation it's just Turbo Granny and acrobatic Silky. Also, there's a, I guess you could say, like a rhythm, not rhythm, but a rhyme to their names, like Turbo Baba, acrobatic Sarasara. I don't know what other aliens will meet. I do wonder, aliens or whatever will meet yokai in the future, but I do wonder if everyone's name will have something like this, like in the end. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Anyways, yeah. So that was the episode. A few other things in today's episode, not much to talk about, but a few other interesting things is I think there was a few reference that probably went over my head. I apologize because like I think like a lot of people told me that there's a lot of Ultraman references, and like a few other anime like and show references. I never really watched Ultraman. Like I do remember Ultraman used to air when I was a kid. On television it used to air. I remember, but I never really watched Ultraman. I used to watch Power Rangers though, a few of them, not all of them. I used to watch Power Rangers SPD and a few others. I think Mystic Force or whatever. I don't remember the names. There are a few others, and there's few of them that I really liked and I actually watched. Um, but Ultraman I never really watched, so I cannot really tell anything about Ultraman. So like there's a few other. I think like there was definitely a reference today because the the thing, the mantis shrimp thing, whatever that is, he was like humming some kind of a tune, which was some kind of a theme song, I think, of something. Okay, here we go. You know what? This part. Oh my god, these that part was crazy. This Serpoyan when goes and just stab using his the thing, from his crotch. He stabs it into him and he just gives him like some kind of an upgrade. No, anything but that. this scene was this scene was crazy. Okay, so where's the theme song? Regain or regain Bokura no regain. Yeah, this is definitely some theme song, some show's theme song, or the tune at least. Obviously, I don't think this is the theme song, but the tune or whatever the style at least, it's definitely some show's theme song, which I have no idea about, and this is probably a big reference, which a lot of people will get. Unfortunately, I didn't get. You can let me know in the comment. Yeah, it's definitely. I think it's Ultraman opening, isn't it? He calls himself businessman like this. I think so. It's probably an Ultraman. like a theme song or something like that. Some man, like some kind of a show which has a man, like like a ultra man or something man. This is a theme song of some show like that, and it's probably Ultraman. I don't know. Let me know. Either way, yeah, that reference, it went over my head because I never really watched Ultraman or anything, you know. So yeah, right, and also, what else? What else? Oh, the the things are so unique. Like like the whole part where that part was I was like what the hell? How does Momo think of this? Like when she was using her hand to squeeze like this to make Okarun shoot forward, like like this. I don't know what, like she was doing that so that Okarun could go fast forward, and she was riding on top of him, and I'm like, how did she come up with this? What? How? You know what? I have no idea how she comes up. I remember she did a similar thing like this in one of the other episodes, where she came out with some kind of an outrageous thing which will never really cross your mind in the middle of a battle. Like I don't know how she comes up with these unique ways of fighting, but you know what? That saved our lives here. So yeah, I guess. Oh, good God. Oh boy. And that plan in itself was pretty, like like complicated one. The final plan that we had, where Momo decided to lower the water so that it self destructs on its own when using its power. That was also very specific and a very, I guess you could say, like yeah, it's a very complicated plan. It's not really like a very simple plan that you'll think of. It's a very, like like a step by step plan that she thought of by the end of it, which was also pretty impressive, because in the middle of a battle, like it's kind of difficult to think of a plan on the fly like that. The fact that she was able to do that twice, not only the final scene, but also before, with Okarun squeezing Okarun like this to just make him propel forward, that is impressive. And like I said, I remember she did a similar thing back in one of the other episodes as well, where she literally came up with a plan in the middle of battle. The one with the sumo as well, where she realized that one wasn't really a big, like like a very complicated plan. It was a simple one, but she has done this multiple times. I've seen that. Like coming up with strategies in the middle of battle is kind of insane, because in the middle of battle you don't really have time to think. Right. All right. Anyways, and in that sense, you could say that like Momo is probably the leader of the group, because she basically she kind of thinks of these plans, and she like kind of strategizes, and she's like, oh, you do this, then I'll do this and that. When Ida and Momo were kind of like going back and forth, and Ida was like, oh, you're not the leader and everything. Yeah, like seeing how Momo literally thinks of these plans on the fly. Yeah, she's definitely like the leader, like the pseudo leader of the group. Okay, and there you go. That was today's episode. Fantastic episode. And yeah, now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the very first scene, you can see Ira has transformed into acrobatic Silky, and she is like, oh my god, she's like, Okarun, like his dress is like all torn up and everything, and she's like trying to hide her face. And then we have both the aliens, the Serpoian and this whatever this crab shrimp mantis thing is. Both of them are ready to fight. The Serpoian has like a barrier kind of thing, so acrobatic Silky's hair doesn't really touch him. So like Ida wasn't able to do anything in that regards. But then the thing, the crab, the mantis thing, yeah, he comes in trying to punch Ida, but Ida's like just like like jumping around and like dodging them gracefully, while Okono's trying to find a dress. Right, and so apparently this thing, the boxer, he is a he's someone that the Serpoian just hired, and he's like a construction worker or something, like a something worker, I forgot. And they're like, oh, you're not doing your duties properly, 30% salary cut. And then finally they cut his 60% salary. That is insane. Right. Okay, so right, and then after that you can see in the end, while they were fighting, Ira tries to go and attack the Serpoian, but the Serpoian was like, oh, I knew you were going to do it, and I was waiting for you to lower your guard. That is where the Serpoian used his psychokinesis to stop Ira and, like, took out most of her power at that point. And anyways, then he's like, you know what? Since you also have power, I'll deal with you as well. So then they reveal their true faces. The face inside of them, and then the thing punches her. She goes inside the building, like breaking everything, and then thankfully, Okarun comes in without any clothes, obviously, unfortunately, but yeah, and then he transforms, and yeah, he gets his hair and his face and everything changes, but obviously he's without clothes, so that doesn't change. But it doesn't really matter because immediately the Serpoian used their power to trap them. Both Okarun and Ida's power go away, and they talk about this whole thing that they're doing. They call it the absolute barrier, I think. Yeah. And they explain, like the Serpoians, they cannot enter this barrier. That is why they brought this thing with them, this crab thing, who comes in and starts punching Okarun in the middle of the whole, yeah. And then you can see Okarun uses his Turbo Granny power and punches it back. Now, obviously, the Serpoians are surprised. They're like, wait, your power shouldn't work. What's going on? That's when they realize that Momo's also here. So Momo comes in and she kind of suppressed their powers. That is why their power didn't work and Okarun could transform. Right. And you can see, that's why I said, I didn't understand this at that point while reacting. I was like, wait, how are the Serpoians again, using their power? But now I realize, as we saw in the end, whenever Momo was seeing, like Okarun and Acrobatic Silky, like them working together or whatever. Here we go. Acrobatic Silky says, I'll help you out, but I won't let you have Kenta Kurasama. Oh no! Oh, sorry. No. Wait. I just realized. Okay, I was under a slight misunderstanding, but I was on the right track. She's reacting to the name. Oh my god, good lord. It's not that she was reacting whenever they were working together, like sticking together, which I guess she was also reacting because she was saying, like, oh, why are you sticking together, like, and stuff. But that's not the whole thing. She was reacting to the name, Kentakura, like the reason why she has banned everyone from saying that name. Because it startles her and it rattles her emotions. That is why. Okay, it makes sense now. It makes more sense now. All right. And she's like, I'll help you, but I won't let you have Kenta Akura-sama. And this made her emotions unstable. That is why immediately both of them fell down and their powers are gone, because the Serpoians taking that opportunity to make them fall into the ground and use their absolute barrier again. Like, Momo was stopping them, but that rattled Momo's emotions. That is why this happened. Okay, there you go. That makes more sense. I was on the correct path. I was thinking she was getting rattled at the fact that they were like working together, sticking close together in that form. Like, both of them were practically naked. That's why I thought she was getting, her emotions were getting unstable. No, it was the name, because Ida says the name. Like, she doesn't say Okarun, she says the whole name. That's why. This happened later as well. Again, another time. Yeah. You have to hold them back with the magic. The Serpoians are like, I don't know how, but we somehow have the advantage and we're going to use it. Yeah, and then this Serpoian comes in and injects this guy, this the other alien, with whatever his, like his whatever it was, his thing. And this thing became like a upgraded version of whatever it was. Now he's way more stronger and everything. Yeah, and then Ida and Okarun tries to fight them, but this thing is way stronger. He uses like an uppercut and stuff. But Okarun is also fast, so he's like dodging and saving Ida and all that. And then Okarun, as they explain that Ida might have speed and gracefulness and like flexibility, but she doesn't have power, which was you know why I guess you could say along with Okarun, like because Okarun was like supporting her. Yeah, she could use her power properly. So yeah, there you go. Okarun. Yeah, you said I am lacking in power, didn't you? Um. Uh. Right. I don't know how they were fighting, but they were somehow fighting both of them together. Then I'll simply nail your weak spot multiple times. Yeah. So Okarun was helping her dodge while she was using her flexibility and her precision to attack the same place multiple times so that it gets affected. Yeah. And this is where again Momo's like, oh, what are you doing? You guys are sticking too close together. And okay, this part I think Momo reacted because Okarun was like, Momo-chan, nice advice. I'm an awkward fellow after all. 自分は不器用だからよ. Okay. And Ken Takakura's line. That is why. That is why she again her whole thing went down. Just a sec, guys. All right, I'm back. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, so that is why she reacted like that. Because first time was Takakura Ken's name. This time was the Ken Takakura's line, his quote. The whole Jibun Bukio. Oh my god. Bukio Dakara. Yeah, that whole line. Um, Yo, okay. After that, the Nessie comes in. The water becomes green, and the whole wall and the ceiling also becomes like green and everything. They can like put their hands inside of that, and it becomes a more difficult situation, even for the Serpoians and them. But they decide later on, as we see, to fuse together. That comes later. But for now, this becomes more troublesome. But Okarun is very happy because he immediately recognized it was a Nessie, and I was correct. In the previous episode, I was like, it looks like a Nessie, so it was a Nessie. But Okarun's like, oh, that's a Nessie. Maybe you can call it. What does he call it? Wait a minute. Since we're in Kamigo City, can we call it Kamisi? Yeah. Right. Anyways, that was going on over there, and then we have yeah, and okay, so the Serpoians, there's three of them. One of them was like targeting at the Nessie, and he was like, "Oh, you're getting a 60% pay cut," but he literally gets cut himself through the laser. So one of them is dead. There's two left. Oh god. And then they start rushing, not rushing, but swimming to get away from the whole situation. And this is where Momo remembers that the mantis thing's powers gets increased when it's underwater. That's why this thing is punching way harder. And he punched Ida so hard she's on top of the ceiling and almost drowning. So this is also when you can see like Aukarun trying to think of a plan and like all that. And Momo was like kind of rattled about the situation because of you know, Aida and Okarun. But here, this is where Okarun says, like, come on, like, if you have something you want to ask me, just ask me properly. And if you something is bothering you, like, I don't want you to have any misunderstanding. Anyone else can have any misunderstanding. I literally don't care, because we've seen that, he doesn't really care about many people's opinions. But if it's your opinion, I do care about that, so just tell me. Obviously, that is where the whole misunderstanding kind of gets resolved. And yeah, this is also where Momo decides to use her psychokinesis to squeeze Okarun and just propel him forward, and while riding on top of him. And that is how both of them were able to, like she literally uses Okarun as a surfboard and shoots up, grabs Ida, and gets out on top, because it's water now. You can literally go from the lower floor to the top floor by just, just, yeah. And there you go, that was that. After that, okay, Momo comes up with a plan. Obviously, the dress were getting in the way, so they take out their dress and everything. Ida's like, obviously not happy about it, but there's nothing you can do in this situation. Right, and then they begin their battle again. However, this time these things have fused together. So the Nessie thing, and like the shrimp thing, and the Sarpoyan, all of them have fused together, and they have all the powers all together. So it's being more troublesome. However, there's a few weaknesses here. First and foremost, it needs to take in the water. It empties it, and then it refills it, and then shoots the laser again. So that needs a little bit of time, which they were trying to use to attack, but they didn't realize that since they have fused, it also has short range attacks. So when it's readying the laser thing, it can literally punch you in that time as well if you go close to it, which they didn't realize. So Ira gets punched very hard, but Momo saves her, and then they decide to do something else over here. So Momo comes up with a plan. She, when Ken was talking, not Okan was talking about, like how this is like a shrimp mantis thing. Momo realizes that, oh, wait a minute, I remember studying about this. Outside water, they don't have that much amount of power. So Momo uses this as an advantage. She puts herself in a vulnerable position, waits for it to attack, and then lowers the water, like uses her psychokinesis to just make like a gaping hole, so that it is outside water for a moment of time. But since he's already used his attack, already on the way of attacking Momo, the extra amount of power that he's used cannot be contained by his body since he's outside water, and that's why he self-destructs. I think that's what happened. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that's not where it ends. It grabs Momo, and it tries to use the laser. But before that, Acrobatic Silky uses her hair to connect both of them. Momo uses her psychokinesis to make a way, and Okarun uses Turbo Granny's power to rush in, grab Momo, and literally destroy the creature. And all of us are outside now. Yeah, great job. Job done. But the problem here was, I was like, at first I thought they will be coming outside in middle of the class like that, but that didn't happen. They were fighting in the hallway, so they came out outside the hallway without any clothes. Just like water sprawled everywhere, and all the students are. I thought like one or two students are going to come and see the situation. The whole damn class, which makes sense. Like I said, they were in the middle of class. Everyone was in the classroom, like doing their like thing, studying. And while they're outside in the hallway, so few people came and made a commotion, and everyone from the class just got up and is like looking outside, and they're like, what the hell is going on? And now all of them are rushing. Ira's also rushing because obviously Ira's also without any dress. And yeah, there you go. That's that. Oh boy, Okarun is gonna have a tough time now in school, because just imagine, like, everyone will have so many questions for him, and also the fact that Momo and Ira both are quite popular in school. So how, like, obviously a lot of people will be questioning, like, why is Okarun in that situation along with them at that point of time. I wonder what type of excuse he'll come or what he's going to say. we'll see. And yeah, that's where it ended. Either way, that was a fantastic episode. We saw acrobatic Silky's power. We saw the whole uh, group, combining the power together and fighting. And yeah, it worked out. One thing I really like about the show is like how both, like everyone involved in the situation, they kind of like combine their power in a clever way to get over that situation. Like it's very, what can I say? It gives like a strong like teamwork kind of thing, which I really like. Obviously, one versus one solo battles are good, but this is also kind of nice. And like I said, I really like how Momo makes the strategies on the fly, just like that. Like, in the middle of a. And the strategies are quite complicated. That's why I'm saying it's not a simple strategy that you can think of in the middle of battle. It's a pretty complicated strategy, all the strategies that she has made up until now, which has a lot of, like, like a lot of steps and everything you have to fulfill and everything. You need to properly think about that. The fact that she can do that in the middle of battle is kind of impressive. Yeah. And there you go. That was it. That was my reaction to episode 9 of Dandadan. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Or you haven't subscribed, comment down below. Anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, I'll check them out. And that is it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Dandadan. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.